we're back. For these workouts in the Academy, I have been choosing the longer version. That means, usually, it lasts close to an hour and a half. However, this workout is only an hour and 5 minutes. Yes, it is still a longer version. I am not slacking. Since this is so short, and myself and Joy never went out to kill ourselves over the weekend, it would be a great week to do the first race for the Zwift Academy. The way this workout is structured is neat, and I really like it. Intervals like these are one of my favorite things to do. I feel I can recover pretty quickly once one is done. What I feel I can't do is keep a large max effort for a long time. Well, not a max, but an effort at my best sustained over a large time. It always seems like I start out way too hard and fast, and at the end I have nothing left. I guess this is what this academy is kind of teaching us or training us for. Basically being fatigued, but yet still have some push at the end. When making these large efforts, I always find it easier to crank the cadence up really high. For the cadence, it's basically the revolutions your pedals make per minute. In the screen, the cadence is listed right under the heart rate on the lower right hand side of the white menu thing in the center. If I was staying below 80 revolutions per minute, when the 260 watt section comes up, I'll find an enormous amount of pressure. By increasing the cadence, it helps make this not as near as bad, and since we are doing a workout, it also increases my heart rate. cadence. You may ask, what is a good cadence? A good cadence is usually between 80 to 100 rates per minute. With someone that is a beginner, you'll usually find them between 60 to 85. More seasoned riders will be between 75 to 95, while racers can be seen obtaining over 100 during attacks and over 110 when sprinting. Why does this matter? Well, when pedaling with a lower cadence, pushing harder, it'll put more strain on your body, and fatigue will come a lot quicker than pedaling with a higher cadence that'll be focusing more on your cardiovascular system. With this jersey I'm wearing, it might be a little tight, but I'm glad it fits. Forever I wanted to do a century. It was one of my biggest goals. A couple years back, I was riding decent and thought this would be achievable, but things happened. We ended up moving out of a large city to a smaller town. Most of the time, that won't be an issue, but this time it was. There was only 3 roads that left that town. One of the roads was under construction for my 2 to 4 lane project, and the other 2 roads were fine, but the shoulders, if there was any, sucked. To top this off, the traffic never slowed down. I'm not sure about you, but having a semi go by you that you could literally reach out with your leg to touch at 60 miles per hour is kind of frightful. With this being done, I kind of stopped biking. A year later, I ended up trading off my road bike and got a mountain bike, basically so I could just stick to the gravel roads. Well, it started up a little bit, but it never took off as I wanted it to. Note, this was back in 2017 when I got that bike, the mountain bike. To this day, in 2023, I am still using that bike, and it's working better than any Walmart bike brand new. So it's worth it spending that extra money on a good bike. Back on topic. So myself, back in 2017, just kind of gave up on cycling, but miracles happen. In 2018, we moved to another town, a little larger, and this town had trails. There was like a 13-mile loop of bike trails. This started the wheel back up. In the winter months of 2018, I went out and purchased a road bike and smart trainer. Started training during the winter months, and then it just died out, and the bike collected dust. However, in the winter months of 2021, we were shopping with my wife, I believe for Christmas, and she brought up, why don't you take back biking again? In a way, I think it might have been just a nice way of saying you're overweight. But I did take her advice. I did some research, set up the trainer, and biked in the garage that December. And started to ride it again. Soon, it was in the basement for ease of access. For some reason, this time I was having fun. With this fun, I did what I thought I would never be able to do. I started to research upcoming century rides. I was able to find one out 16 weeks. Since I was using a smart trainer, there's also plans through the app, Zwift, and Training Peaks. I ended up finding a 12-week century training plan. With a goal in mind, I stuck to this, and I was able to complete my first century in the year of 2022. Now, back to the jersey. I always thought they were for smaller people. When doing the century, I seen some larger individuals like me wearing them, so I ordered one. I ordered the same size as my shirt, 3X. When getting it, I could not even zip up the zipper. Now, a year and a half later, 7 centuries in, I can actually put this jersey on.